What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid-techno, back with another version of Loki's classic tune, London Acid City. In 2006, Rootmaster, which, over the years, they stopped putting out records at the same pace as, say, Stay Up Forever, but they have continued to put out occasional releases. The most recent one was a double LP called There's No Planet B. Absolutely loved it, and I think, pretty much all the tunes on it, captured the classic Rootmaster sound. There's a couple that I like more than the others, fair to say, but, anytime you have, a 5 or 6 track release, that's always going to be the case. But yeah, so shout out to Rootmaster for, still making records over the years. Like I said, there were 2 records that they put out in 2006. I happen to have both of them, or 2 records that were a continuation of the London Acid City series. The first one we're going to listen to is the 2006 remix. That's just what it's called, meaning it's an acid-techno remix by the original duo, Chris Liberator and Laurie Immersion. So without further ado this time, let's get straight to it. This is Loki, London Acid City, the 2006 remix. And in the runout group it says, "Back on the Bus." I fucking love that. So if you didn't know, I know some of you watching are have been listening to acid-techno as long, if not longer than I have. Shout out to Gary. Haven't seen him in the comments in a while, but he commented on a lot of my acid-techno reactions on my old channel. And I think he's been partying since back in the day. But yeah, Rootmaster, it's a type of that classic, London double-decker bus. And I believe Laurie and the label actually had such a bus, and I don't know if tunes were actually made in it or if it was just just played in it, but either way, I do believe it's sort of a legendary thing. So yeah, Back on the Bus is another way of saying, we're back making acid-techno, and it's back on vinyl. Do we have anything on the other side? Just maybe the cat number? No, I think we do have something. It says... Oh no, it's just Laurie Curve Pusher, which, Laurie Immersion spends a lot of his time mastering and doing technical work for releases these days under the name Curve Pusher. But here we go. This is the 2006 remix of London Acid City by Loki themselves. I love that kind of fan blade, sort of nature of that sound. It's like the rattly metallic sound of the original in the back half, but we get it right out of the gate. And it feels a little more pinned down to the rhythm of the track, whereas in the old one it felt like this independent synth that came in over the top of everything else. So yeah, this was 10 years after the original. 16 years ago. This is closer to the original now than it is to now. Oh, the cymbal. And those acid transformers coming in low and deep.
London Acid City. London Acid City. London Acid City. Outside is now.
The cymbals again. But it has a very kind of mechanical feel, right? It's very acid-techno factory right now. Conveyor belts and levers and all manner of mechanical movements. Again, all powered by the acid transformer. Fair to say, the kick is nice. It's not the biggest, heaviest kick in the world, but it's got some oomph. cymbals a couple times, but the hats are, it's a simple element, but they're just the right aural quality. It's like acid tides, like ebbing and flowing. That loud, sort of like bright electric buzz. Acid getting like sharper, higher. Inside of all there's this little beeping rhythm. And then right here we go into kind of a stripped down interlude leading into the main breakdown, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to look. Not right away though. I like that clap coming back in there. I should know. That little beeping melody. It's like a little acid riff, but it's like it's fascinating, right? Like it's stripped the track down, it's turned down the intensity a bit. We're clearly like leading into a breakdown, but it took the clap out, it went for like a 64, brought the clap back in, and finally after a couple different iterations of the stripped down interlude, we get to the breakdown. It's never the simple, like, formulaic, expected. 10 years later, they were still capturing the sort of, like, lightning in a bottle eccentricity of the original.
London, acid, city. London, acid, city. London, acid, city.
And again, the sort of, like, fan blade version of that synth from the original. Coming back to take over the track again, but now the acid, singing higher and sharper.
Our time is now.
I don't think I've used this in a mix in a while, but I really do like this version. I'll give the original, like, it's always going to have the mantle as the version, but this is a worthy follow-up. And it's a very, like, busy sound. It's dense. Like you got the kind of like beeping acid line, you got the squelching acid words. Acid ride out, please. Yeah, I'm gonna, at the risk of being accused of being blasphemous, let's say maybe I do even like that a little better than the original. I like the back half maybe better in this version. The first like half, I love it, but the first half of the original is brilliant. Yeah. So again, I don't know. Like, I guess it's sort of an apples and oranges thing. But at the end of the day, I really do like that version. I think it's a fair update to the tune. Yeah, they also did in 2006 a couple other remixes of the tune. One of which I'm gonna come back and take a listen to. It was one of the first reactions I did on my old channel when I had the sound levels were very low, and I was sort of sitting off camera because I was like, oh, the tune is what people should be paying attention to, not me talking. It was like, yeah, but like it's weird to be off camera and then oh hello. So yeah, I want to redo that one too. So we'll come back and check out their Acid House remix, which it is acid house, but in typical style, if Loki were to do an acid house tune, it would kind of have an acid techno flavor, and it definitely does. So hopefully you're here to check that out. Let me know what you thought of this one. Thank you for listening and watching, and I will see you next time.